So good morning and Jai Hind everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning and Jai Hind.
Good morning, sir.
Good. So this is history period and which chapter we are discussing? The early kingdom. Okay. So and this is chapter number 5 or 6? Okay, chapter number 6. The early
Kingdom.
The early kingdoms. We have discussed many topics.
Yes, sir.
We have discussed Janpadas, Mahajanpadas, then republics, monarchy, yes, taxation, trade and society. Yes, yes, trade, towns and society. Today we will only two topics are left in this. One is Magad. And another one is Varji. That two we will discuss today. Magad and the Varji Confederacy. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, everyone is having book or not? So, first of all, the Magad. So, dear students, Magad was a monarchy ruled by a king. If I am saying that Magad is a monarchy, what it means? Means it is ruled by any king or queen. So any territory which is ruled by king or queen, that is known as monarchy. So Magad was a monarchy, and during this period it was the most powerful Mahajanpad. Understand? Most powerful Mahajanpad. It was Magad. So if question will be asked like name the most powerful Mahajanpad, what you will like to answer? That is Magad. Then this was due to many factors. Now why Magad was most powerful Mahajanpad? Look, what are the reasons behind this? First reason is Magad was located in the Gangetic Basin, where the soil was very fertile and yielded good harvests. What it means? Magad was in Gangetic Basin, near Ganga Basin. So soil was very fertile. And if soil is fertile, then what it means? Then crops can be grown properly. Agriculture was very good in that particular area because soil was very fertile. So land tax was high and it provided a large income for the kingdom. I told in taxation sector that how king was taking tax 1/6 of total produce. So tell me one thing, if production is high, it means tax will also be high. And if tax is high, then where tax goes? Who take tax? King. It means king is becoming more rich and richer and richest. So this enabled the kings to maintain a large army. Look, if king's income is high, then kings can maintain large army to protect his territory. That is clear?
Yes,
that is clear to everyone?
Yes,
like
sir.
Magad's fertile was very soil, production was very high, tax was also very high, which was coming to king, and king become rich and richer. So he was able to manage large army. Now second, the forests provided Magad with timber and elephants. The forest in Gangetic Basin, there was no problem of timber. And if I am talking about timber, then I am talking about wood. I am talking about wood. That so there was no problem of timber and there was no problem of elephant also. You can get many elephants in forest. And what is the need of elephant?
They are used in army.
For battles, for fighting others. If you are on elephant and you are fighting, in most of the cases you are safe.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Then timber was used. Now where wood was used? Timber was used. So timber was used to build houses, forts and chariots. Horses, forts and chariots were built by timber, and even elephants were used in the army. This was second reason. What is the third? Magad had large deposits of iron ore. Iron ore. Iron ore, it is impure form of iron from which iron is extracted. So there was large deposit of iron ore. So iron was used to make agricultural implements, tools and weapons of war. Means which type of weapons can be used in war? That can be made by iron. Yes, like sword, like arrow. Na? All were made by iron. Yes. So that is another reason why Magad was very powerful. Definitely. Axe, sword, arrowheads. Then Magad was protected by nature. Even nature was very beneficial. Which type of nature was there? That also protect Magad. How? The old capital of Rajgir, that is known as Rajgir now, was surrounded by hills on all sides. Now listen it carefully. If your territory is surrounded by hills from all the sides, you will be safe or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you have to do? You have to post your army on mountains. So anyone will come from another side, you can kill them. So Magad was protected by nature. The new capital, Patliputra, which is known as
Patna.
Patna. Earlier that was Patliputra. Now that is known as Patna. And Patna is the capital of Bihar. Yes, very good. So new capital, Patliputra, was situated along river Ganga. As you know that Varanasi is also situated along river Ganga. Patna is also situated along river Ganga. So these were natural barriers against any attacks on the kingdom. So even Patliputra cannot be attacked easily. Like they are along the river. So anyone will come from another side, you can kill them. Next is Magad had a flourishing trade with other regions. Magad was having trade relations with other regions. That was also one reason. And profits from trade also helped the king to maintain a large army. If trade is good, then king can take tax. So tax amount will also be high. And these all will help the king to maintain a large army. And if you are having large army, you are not defeated by anyone. Then Magad was ruled by very powerful kings. Kings like Bimbisar, Ajatashatru and Mahapadma Nanda. They were very powerful rulers. They were always trying to expand their territories. And you know what they were thinking? They were trying to expand their territories. By defeating other kings.
Yes, sir.
So these were the reason why Magad was very powerful. So Magad remained powerful for hundreds of years. The Sisunar and the Nanda kings made the kingdom strong, very strong. It continued to remain powerful under the rule of the Mauryan kings like Chandragupta Maurya and others. So Magad was very powerful. Now, so like this, the Magad, this is completed. Now, the Wazi Confederacy. What about the Wazi Confederacy? So, dear students, the Wazis were a confederacy of many clans, of whom the Lijvis were the most powerful. Look, the Wazis were, many clans were there, many tribes were there. And among all the tribes, who were most powerful?
Sir, Lichvis.
Lichvis were most powerful. Just keep it in your mind. It can be asked in your exam. So keep it in your mind. In Vaji Confederacy, there were many clans. But which was more powerful?
Lichvis.
That was Lichvis. Their capital was
Sir, Vaishali.
Vaishali. And Vaishali is known as Bihar. Vaishali is known as Bihar. Okay. So, as you know that I already explained that Lichvis were a republic. And if I am saying that Lichvis were a republic, what it means?
The decisions were taken by people.
Very good. Where ruler were a group of common people. They were elected by the common people of that area. Like how we elect our rulers, we elect prime minister, we elect different representatives. Like that only, Lichvi was republic and ruler was elected by common people. Then they were not ruled by a king. Decisions were taken by the people themselves. For example, if a major decision had to be taken, suppose any decision has to be taken, what they do? People gathered and discussed what was to be done. Do you know what it means? Like suppose if it is a rule of king, who will take decision? King only. He will not ask to any other common people. But if it is republic, then all people gathered at one place and they take decision. That is republic. So the Lichvis republic remained independent for a long time. This was independent for a long time. Ajatashatru conquered the Mahajanpad, and he was Ajatashatru, king of Magad, who conquered the Vaji Confederacy. So got this? So that is about the Vaji Confederacy. This is clear? Magad, it was a monarchy, and the Vaji Confederacy, like Lichvis, that was a republic. Later on, it was conquered by Ajatashatru, and Ajatashatru was the king of Magad. That's all. So what you have to do, please read this chapter carefully. And today, when I will go my home, then today I will upload the PDF of this chapter. Okay? So in 2 days, you just complete it and submit your copies for correction.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget, and your writing should be neat and plain. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So thank you and have a nice day.
Okay.